douche on social media. I appreciate that. I'll pretend to be talking. How about that? We got the slides going. All right, we're going to talk all about revenues and the 7 proven ways. We've tested a lot of things through our clients and through our own apps, and I'm going to digest them all, and I'm going to get you on off to lunch as well. Let's wait for it. All right. While the slides load, I'm going to just give you guys a little brief intro. So I've been doing apps since 2011, 2013. On the side, by the way, I started a podcast. So I've been podcasting for like 10 plus years. And through that, App Masters, thank you. Through that, I've been able to work with a lot of different apps, work with a lot of big names, but I've been able to interview a lot of people. And 6 months after starting the podcast, people started coming to me. Now, I had a job already for marketing help. Now, I started the podcast because I knew nothing about apps. I wanted to see if I can learn from my heroes in the space to figure out if this side business of apps could actually turn into a real business, and I could finally be the entrepreneur that I dreamt of when I was in elementary school selling cassette tapes. Rap cassette tapes, by the way. All right, so a lot of cool people that I've interviewed. The co-founder of Shazam, the creator of Crossy Road, Steve O'Here, John's been on there, and then Keith Tier, who's co-founded TechCrunch. Michael gets all the credit, though. All right, number 1, if you do nothing else and you go home and if you got a subscription-based app, if you do nothing else and you show your paywall, your pricing page during the onboarding process, I guarantee that you will increase your subscriptions, or James will buy you dinner. All right? I guarantee that. And you can reach out to him. All right, I just give you some examples. Calm, you can see towards the end, the paywall, right? Pop, pop, pop. It's a good paywall, by the way. You got the onboarding. You got some stats. They're not like all even stats. They're 92%. And then you've got the account creation, notifications, and then the paywall towards the end before you even hit the home page, the main screen of the app. So there's the paywall if you can't see it. Headspace, same thing. We got Nomoromo, which is a robot call blocking app, and they show the same paywall. Now I'm going to play a game because I want to make it interactive. My dream job is to be a game show host, frankly, so I don't know why I'm doing this. But how many of you guys think that the people who buy, that they buy on the onboarding process, do you think it's over 50%? Do you think it's under 50%? Okay. I know there's more. Everybody has 2 hands, okay? Thank you. All right.
Do you not want to look dumb by getting it wrong?
Yeah, no, you get nothing. James will buy you lunch, I promise. So around 61% and as high as 80% of all the people who buy actually before using your app. And that's because they're a warm lead. They did the research, right? We're not looking to download more apps. They looked at your reviews. They looked at your screenshots. They're coming in really hot and heavy. All right? So we're going to play another game. Hopefully I get more participants because, there's some hands in here. So here, A, the app, just the first thing you see is their paywall. B, you get a couple of different screens before you see the paywall. Who thinks it's A? Thank you. Who thinks it's B? All right. Yeah, it's definitely B. It's 234% increase. So number 2 tip, definitely, and here's a little stat on there, have an onboarding experience, right? Remind users, because they may have downloaded your app after a night out with John and been like, oops, I forgot what this app is all about. So just remind them what it was all about. And you can see this is a resume builder. He puts all the benefits. It's not features, by the way. It's benefits. Make a resume that wins interviews. A recruiter-tested cover letter model. Resume templates, so make it easy. It's not like, hey, a bunch of templates and all the features. It's all about the benefits. All right. Next, of the people who buy, do not, please, because I see a lot of apps, do not hide your paywall, your pricing page under the settings. A lot of you like to be like, if you want to buy, go ahead. It's you're going to find it in that hamburger menu. No, because almost 90% of all your conversions are coming from 2 pages. That's your home page, your main screen, and the onboarding experience. So make sure. All right, we're going to play another game. Now, I like this example because I've dealt with a lot of apps, and they love to force me to create an account before they show me a paywall, right? And I was like, don't do that. And I wanted to show this example real quick. So who do you think won? A, which forces, Calm just says, hey, I have, you can't sign up, but then you can pay me later. Or B, you can pay me, and then you can sign up if you want. So A, Show of hands, please. All right. B. Show of hands, please. Thank you. This is coming alive. I like it. All right. It's actually B. So one of my clients did this. He just flipped the two. He showed this paywall before he made you sign up. Now, granted, Calm you can X out, but I like Calm's example because after you pay, guess what you got to do? You got to sign up. You can't use the app unless you sign up. So it's a really good example. But 50% conversions, increase in conversions, actually sales. He got a way bigger increase in conversions by showing the paywall before asking users to sign up. Because to the earlier, you want to lower the friction, right? It's all about lowering the friction. I'm waiting for you. You better answer the next one, all right? Good, all right. Next one, number 3, more paywall views equal more money. I just did a live stream. Got a YouTube channel. You want to check it out at masters.com/YouTube. But we just did a live stream this morning, and we talked about more paywalls leading to more revenues. Diminishing returns really starts around the 7th paywall view. But I still like to just load the paywall every time a user opens the app because you built a great app. Right, Karina? You loved it, right? You launched it in 6 months. So show the paywall on every app open. And one of my clients started moving things around. And, this is a different one. But when he moved things around, he saw a 40% increase in paywall. Not a 40%. He went from 40 to 93% in paywall views after he moved the onboarding stuff around. All right. And then 190% increase in activation, so that's like trial activations, and 52% increase in sales. This is what I meant to get to. All right, on every app open, Headway, really big app, kind of like Blinkist. They show on every open, you guys could literally do this right now, okay? Second open and every open afterwards, they give me an offer. They give me a 50% offer, all right? It's crazy. That's how aggressive they are. One of the things we just did with the client too was, we would pop up the paywall if they didn't buy, and we say remove ads on the paywall, right? And so they can hit X. Guess what happens when you hit X? You see an ad. And he made more money through ads, too. Retention's still strong. Don't worry. All right. Brother in the back. Which test one? A, a little shorter paywall. B, longer paywall. A, please, show of hands. There you go. Finally got you to do something. All right, and then B, show of hands. Cool. Actually, it is B. So longer paywalls are performing better on the web, and they're also performing better on mobile. If you follow any of the digital course creators like Russell Brunson, any of those guys, they say longer paywalls work better because why? We'll read what we want to read, but we need some information before we give you money. And so they'll just scroll. One of the key things you've got to be aware of when you're doing a long paywall is make sure that checkout button is floating. So let them read, but make sure that checkout button is floating. All right? Yeah, okay, good. Thank you. More information. Yeah. So this was the app we work with, and I love showing this app. Because I could say 65%, but I could actually show you the 65%. And you can see the no additional downloads, but more revenues. And that's what I'm all about, right? This app we worked with, A, B, 12x more revenues, went really long, right? More information. Now, to your point, is that Dave back there or no? No? Okay. All right. Here's another one, 4x more revenues. I love this example because this guy just emails me out of the blue from YouTube, and he's like, Steve, been following your stuff for a while. Look at what I just did. I went from $250 a month to $1,000 a month with just 15 downloads. That's 15 downloads a day, by the way. And that's what I've been saying. Like, if you got some downloads, you don't need more downloads to make more money. You just need to convert those downloads. All right, here's another example. Not even super long, but more text. We saw a 50% increase. This is one of my friends. All right, so that was number 4. Go long. And kind of give you guys an example. You want a good headline, right? You want your paywall above the fold, as we say on the web. You want your benefits, not features, some social proof, testimonials, downloads, whatever. And if you don't got social proof and you're just starting out, borrow it. I have like a pink noise app, and it's like scientifically proven to increase your memory. I just Googled that, right? As a pink noise, stats. That's it. Throw it up that's social proof for me. Features table, more testimonials, pricing again. You want to have that. FAQs, and then this floating button. Boop, boop. Summary. Nobody wants to take, oh, well, sorry. Here, you want me to go back? All right, I'll go quick on these. We've also seen that little bit of animation, not overbearing, by the way, a little bit of animation, like a little wink here and there, does a little something for the soul. It actually increases conversions. So a little bit of animation, as you can see, the 50% is kind of sliding off a sweat. You see on Reflectly, the little icon is blinking. Here, the button's going crazy, right, for headway. So 6, if you ever read Robert Cialdini's influence book, one of his core principles is urgency. We got to push people to move because you know why? Things stuck? Not moving? Don't move. All right, so I saw Aptiv do this pretty well. They gave me this paywall, and then when I X out of it, they're like, whoa, you want a discount? And they hit me with that too. And then you see the countdown, and that 15 downloads a day case study I had, you guys can't see it from way far back, but there's a little countdown at the very bottom in red. So add some urgency. It works. I actually bought Calm's Lifetime because they gave me a 7-day sale, and I bought it on the last chance, the last day. So it works. Here's some more examples. This is Fastic. You can see the countdown, and then ClassPass. You can see the countdown here too. 10 minutes is probably a good time. You got to make that decision quick. All right, I think this is underutilized, promotions and winbacks. I've actually seen pretty good case studies on this. So I'm going to go through Headway's example real quick. I really love their app. There's not much in terms of free content. So this is their reading. So I picked a book that I want a summary for. And then they show me, hey, if I want to listen or read, I have to pay. Fine. But here's all the offers, by the way. There's a little link that says view other plans. That's all that. So if I X out of both, they hit me with another offer. I was like, what? 70% off? What? That's cool. So I don't know how well it's performing, but I can just show you from my market research, here's how well they're doing, right? According to Sensor Tower. And then here, it's their third most popular. The cool thing about Apple is if you look on any app, you can see their most popular plans that people are buying. I can see that most people are buying on the onboarding, right? That's the $89.99. Look at the third most. $29.99 is the third most popular plan. Now, again, I have no idea how much they're making from this, but I just know it's the third most popular. Why? Because people are already invested, right? They're in the flow. They're in the flow. They said no. Win them back. And then here's another example from the podcast guest. She did some cart abandonment through push notifications. And so she sent out a reminder. She waited a little bit because, we're shy. We're like, we don't want to be super aggressive, right? So she said, okay, you abandoned your cart. This was a magazine. You can buy magazines, digital magazines. So you abandoned your cart. 1 hour after abandoning it, they hit you with the push notification. A day, another push notification. Another push notification. Don't forget to remind them. She saw a 13x increase in conversion rate by moving from just like, hey, one-time push notification to 3 and just pushing them, right? All right, I'm going to give you some bonus. So a hard paywall. If you were here yesterday, you saw Jillian talk about semi-hard paywall. I'm going to just go hard on this paywall. And a hard paywall just means there's no X. All right, you can't get out. You either pay, free to download, by the way. You either pay or get out, right? Here's one of our apps that we have. So here's what happened. My developer co-founder said, hey, we built this app. It's a hard paywall. I was like, what? That's ridiculous. That's not going to work. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be sleazy. Let them use it first. And then if they want to pay us, let them pay. I was wrong. Here's the hard paywall. We bought this app. We went from a couple of $1,000s a month. That's when you can see from March and April we're still implementing our stuff, but it came into our account. But when we launched it in our first full month, we got $10,000. And I bought this app because it had great organic downloads, but it wasn't performing. It was undercharging, essentially. So I was like, whoa, hard paywall, okay. And then I was talking to somebody else, and I was like, would you launch a brand new app? He's like, do a hard paywall. I was like, get the hell out, because I just did, and it is working. What the hell happened here? James, I know you're wondering, what happened, Steve? Soft paywall. Apple forced us to put the X back in. Now, I'll tell you how to take the X back out, but you're going to have to buy me lunch, all right? Anyways, it's 2 times more revenues when we went soft and hard. Now, you're going to have to test it for your own app. I'm just telling you what I've seen. And then a friend of mine, he has an app for cops to easily file reports. and he's seen 3x more revenues by going to a hard paywall. So play around with it. The more niche you are, the more I feel like you can be more aggressive and do a hard paywall. All right. And I just wanted to point out Calm, picking on Calm, by the way. There's no free content. It's just literally like everything is locked. So they have I would call it a semi-soft paywall. How about that? And then Headway as well, same thing. You got free daily read, but everything else is locked. And then John's getting up, so that means I have to be almost done. Don't forget other channels like we talked about yesterday. Email marketing, super big. Look, I bought Calms through an email campaign, lifetime, through a Stripe checkout, and they were so smart. I think they were smart. I'm going to give them credit that my yearly annual subscription was about to be expired. And I was debating on whether to renew it too. It's like they were in my head. They give me this offer, and then I ended up paying for it. But quizzes, Amazon affiliates, one app we worked with, it's the craziest app, by the way. It does one thing really well, but I was like, there is a physical product in terms of functionality for his app. It's like, dude, just put an Amazon affiliate within your app. It's in the settings and all that jazz. And he did it. He's starting to make just money from that. So he made more money through in-app purchases, made more money through ads, and now he's making some money through Amazon affiliates. So don't sleep on that. And then in-app messaging, one of my guests also, you can do a little pop-up, you can use Clever Tab, and you can promote other things. So one of my friends, she has a meditation app called Unplug. Go check it out. Susie will appreciate that. And then what she did was she sold a coaching program, $3,500 coaching program using in-app messaging. So don't sleep on other revenue possibilities. Corinna, I want to talk to you about that later. All right, that's it. Again, go check out appmasters.com/YouTube. Thank you so much. Jen, don't post that anywhere, that sunglasses photo. Thank you, guys. Any questions?
If we have questions for Steve, I don't think this is working, but if we have questions for Steve, you'll be at lunch, right?
I'll be at lunch, yeah.
He'll be at lunch. Awesome. Steve, you rock. That was great.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Appreciate it. Lunch is, I guess, where breakfast was, and I believe there are Bloody Marys as well. And who doesn't need a Bloody Mary? Let's go.
Thanks, James.